Wait, what? Building contest. July 28th.
Right, so obviously 2 days is not a lot of time to do a Minecraft build, let alone something that could win a competition. So I was thinking, if I'm gonna try to do this in 2 days, one, I need to have some idea of what this is as soon as possible. And two, something small in scale but big in detail. For the happy place itself, I was thinking more of a nature-y sort of build, and definitely nothing indoors, because building a big building, making that look good, not exactly something I think I'd be able to do in that time frame. So to do this, I want to, if it's going to be small, it's going to be nature-y. I didn't want to just use the basic grass and stone and stuff. And I've seen a lot of cool builds with like concrete and like terraforming with different blocks to make that look more complex, which is something I always avoided doing because honestly it seems like a lot of work. But this is a 32 by 32 build, so it makes it a lot easier. Added walks, some variety in the grass with concrete and stuff. I think that turned out pretty good. And while I was doing that, I was thinking about what would I be building on top of this land. Earlier, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was experimenting my creative lab for a fountain design, and I figured why not use that? Some extra details and the addition of a bench, the fountain area was complete. And you'll probably notice a decent few additions in the area in general. I wasn't certain if I'd make a video out of this, so there are quite a few gaps of progress between certain clips. And even when I did know, honestly, I'm terrible at remembering to press record. Anyway, it was around this time another contestant who I had talked to before I started building, I believe it's Sir Patchamon, invited me to check out his build. And like, it got me thinking, I really kind of like get a grip on what I want and make something a little bit bigger, a little bit grander. Like the actual video itself said,
build big,
build bold,
and be sure to have fun with it.
we're just like a small little nature area. Like there was no way that would be enough. And the beanstalk really helped me realize the nature demon itself was fine. But you know, I think I've made for something a bit bland. I got like a whole lot of ideas inspired by a bunch of different stories, Jack and the Beanstalk, Narnia, Alice in Wonderland. Mainly Alice in Wonderland, actually. So I got to work with that sort of idea, making it more fantastical. I'll be honest, the giant clock is definitely one of, if not my favorite part of the belt. I don't know, it just stands out with the colors I use. I really like the hand and pretty much everything about it. But yeah, like, really to mention, I also have an Instagram you should check out. Anyway, around her, I called it a day, and figured anything else I wanted to add, I just do the next day. So I logged back on to try to figure out what exactly was missing. At first I pretty much just touched up the ground, added a little picnic. There were a few sort of bold spots, I guess, on the belt. So I was trying to add some trees to help with that. If you watch some of my other videos, you might know trees was something I'm really not good at building easily. But I did keep it pretty simple with a design that worked really well for this belt especially.
This is not the only time that we've chosen not to change. Think of what we leave behind. Think of what we take away.
Added some details on the ground. One of my favorites is definitely probably the wheat. You also may have noticed the fountain changed from a duck to like this flower. I just thought it fit a little bit better. Kind of missed the duck, but you know, I just thought the flower fit the overall theming of the belt a little bit more. And after that, the area is pretty populated. I could have stopped her, but I'm not sure where the idea came from. Probably because we have like an underground cave with little houses and a bunch of honey dripping from above. So I used Wild Edit to carve out a big area and started trying to give a nice shape for a cave. Getting the cave to look white was one of the hardest parts. In general, I tend to avoid building these more natural sort of things, but it worked out pretty well. And I'll let the rest speak for itself. With the cave done and the above ground done, I was pretty happy with the build. I mean, if I had more time, maybe I could have added more stuff to the sky, but it was pretty late, so that was a wrap. You know, the next day, I was at the initial post about the contest and thought, it said the bell contest was from July 15th to the 28th. Today is the 28th. Me in all likelihood, I could probably keep building, and today was actually the last day, not yesterday. But I wasn't entirely sure, and I wasn't exactly sure if I should just go in and build. If, I don't know, might get disqualified or something. Luckily for me, Cozy was actually streaming, so I sent a message in chat and waited for an answer.
Make sure today is the last day for our lovely Minecraft build competition and giveaway, which if you're over on Twitch, the details are down in the panels below, or you can go check out my pinned post on Instagram if you really want to cram in a build last minute. But 11:59 p.m. EST is the final cutoff for build submissions.
Yeah, so I basically had an extra day to test up what I already built or add more stuff if I wanted to. I guess technically that means I entered the building connects with 2 days and however many hours exactly. But anyway, I mean, considering what I did the first 2 days, with this extra day I could do a lot more and really bring it to the next level. So let's take a look at what I add. Yep, just one hot air balloon. I was gonna add more stuff, but I don't know. The entire time I was building those first 2 days, even for the mundane parts, it felt like I was motivated. I just had a decent idea of what I wanted, but with the hot air balloon, once I was done with that, I don't know, I didn't have any more like solid ideas of what I would add. So I just figured I didn't want to add something half-heartedly. I was pretty content with the build overall. But hey, I added the hot air balloon and a pretty neat looking hot air balloon. And now the build was finished. And that just meant I had to wait and see if I would be one of the winners.
Literally no way. There's literally no way. Look. There's actually what? Like, honestly, there was like, I did not think. I was thinking, like, literally, I was entering this and I was thinking, you know, oh my goodness, wait, that's so good. That is so cool. I mean, I'm saying, the fact that there's a video is cool. My build is cool too. Like, like, I can't believe, like, this is so surreal. And like, I gotta check out all the builds, but this is, I'm so happy. So happy. I'm gonna write a comment, but I did not think, I didn't think I even had a chance. I literally was thinking, oh, well, you know, at least I can make a video out of it. But I won winners. This is like, what the heck? What the heck? Like, I don't know what to say, but like, I genuinely don't know what to say. But.
I was pretty happy with the build. 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 Why did I do that?